Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for the Mage venue. We have Skyy leaving Rupert's apartment. He is really nervous right now, completely nervous. He is shaking and kind of really spastic. One of his best friends from school, someone he grew up with, basically gave him the 411. Basically, there was a production of Giselle that was coming to New York City. And this is unheard of because Giselle it's an amazing production from beginning to end. And it's basically unheard of for someone to go outside of a company to even comprehend taking on someone outside of it, which means that something either terrible happened or they're really desperate, or unbeknownst to Skyy, they were actually looking for more talent. And this was essentially the opening gate for looking for new talent, new people who would be part of this dance company. Skyy is beyond excited, nervous. Basically, it's been hell trying to essentially just get through his own practice so he can actually show them what he's actually capable of, to see if he is even up to the challenge. And he needs the moral support. He's flipping out, and he's gonna call Tomie because he doesn't think that Rupert would care enough, and he's really been disconnected from most of his family, and he has nobody else to turn to. So he picks up the phone and calls Tomie.
Tomie answers, and when she does, there is a metric fuck ton of background noise. You can't tell if she's watching an action movie at the moment or if she's actually been blowing stuff up again. But she kind of has to yell to be heard over it. She's like, "Yo, Skyy, what's up?"
I need your help.
Wait, what? What do you need help with? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I, I'm going to try out for like this production, and it'd be cool if I had some support.
A production?
It's if you can come, I'll explain on the way.
Yeah. Meet me at the bus station in Queens.
No problem. I'm getting on the
Cool,
train
see
now.
you there.
Right. So
And,
after some time in the subway, Skyy will be waiting outside the train station, kind of pacing.
he'll see Tomie there, leaned up against her motorcycle and probably playing something on her phone. It sounds like Candy Crush. But when the subway pulls in and she sees it there, she waves over at him.
And he kind of runs over, and he's like really spastic, and he kind of hugs you. He's like, "Oh my God, thank you. I didn't know you would actually come. Oh my God." All right. So this is what's happening. I'm a dancer, right? And
Uh-huh.
I kind of don't give a shit about like maid shit right now. Like I know Rupert would be mad, but whatever, fuck him. But I kind of don't want to give up on that, and I've just been kind of sitting in this apartment, and this is something I really want to do, and I don't think my life should stop just because I can do shit, right? Am I stupid? Am I flipping out? Is this like a terrible idea?
No way, dude. That's like an awesome idea. I can't imagine like giving up a normal life just 'cause you can do magic. Like imagine being nothing but a mage. That would suck.
I know, right? It would be so fucking boring. Like, I can't sit home. Like, I don't want to get fat, and I don't think I can take another episode of Breaking Bad or fucking Orange Is the New Black or Daredevil and like eating ice cream. I'm gonna gain like 50,000 pounds, and I'm gonna hate myself. So, so
So, what's this production thing? Is it like big or is it a local thing?
um, actually, Giselle is the story of essentially this girl who falls in love with an asshole, essentially. And it's a love story. And essentially Albrecht is this really prim and proper prince guy that basically comes off like an asshole and kind of lies to the girl and doesn't really reveal who he is until later in the story. And it's like a ballet. It's really cool.
Oh my god, it's a ballet dance? Are you gonna wear like a leotard or like a tutu? What do male ballerinas wear? Are you called ballerinas?
No, I'm not. I'm not really a ballerina. The technical term is the dancer, but whatever. I'm not French. So
Oh.
yeah. So, but technically, yeah, I have to wear a leotard. No, I don't wear a tutu, and yes, I have to wear slippers.
Oh my god, can you do the toe thing?
Yeah, totally.
That's awesome. I tried that once and I broke my little toe.
He was just like, yeah. Actually, I used to take classes at the YMCA, and that's actually on the actual formal training I had. As Skyy just kind of goes on and on and on about his life, and as he's walking down to like this auditorium somewhere like in the middle of Queens somewhere, and there's like a slew of people outside. It's just like, oh my god, the fuck.
Whoa. Are all these people auditioning too?
I don't fucking baby. And this guy's like frantic. He's like sweating, and he's just like, as he kind of like holds your hands, I don't fucking think I could do this. Look at so many fucking people. Like, I was just, seriously, I didn't think so many people would come. Oh my god.
Well, like you said, it's a big deal. I'm sure they're all just as excited as you.
I guess. All right.
She's gonna put her hands on his shoulder and sort of shake him. It's all right, boo. I got you.
He starts smiling, and like after a second of like kind of like not really tugging her hand, but kind of like debating if he's gonna go, if he's like gonna vomit, or if he's gonna like take off in a direction. He kind of like grabs you by the hand and kind of runs to the front, and he signs up, and it's actually a hell of a wait. You guys, we're there for like an hour or two, and Skyy, like the more and more he waits, the more and more nervous he's getting, and he's just looking at you like, oh my god, what the fuck? What am I fucking doing here? I'm so out of practice. I shouldn't have ate the chocolate. Oh my god. I shouldn't have eaten the chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Dude, you're gonna be fine, alright? You're gonna dance the white swan or whatever. It'll be awesome.
The white swan, the fuck? Tomie, it's Giselle. Because he's just like rubbing his head like, oh my gosh. And then unbeknownst to him, a douchebag of a guy is basically essentially talking himself up and saying that he went to all these formal classes, and he's really surprised that they went to this whole dump area, and oh my gosh, could you believe they actually class somebody that's like African American as like Albrecht, and he's like basically talking hella shit. And like Skyy is getting like more and more nervous. He's kind of like biting his nails as like he's like listening and trying not to listen. And you can actually see the freak out on him.
Dude, it's okay. Like, no matter what happens, at least you're not that douchebag over there. And she points. She says this loudly enough for said douchebag to hear, of course.
Alright, he kind of gives you a scorned look. And I'm not like role playing two characters. I don't know how to do that. So, and he essentially walks over to you, and he kind of blows you off, and he talks about how like good he is and shit. And how he comes from a long line of dancers and he's French and this and that, and you know he's obviously white. And he has
While
like
he's talking, Tomie pulls up her phone and starts playing Candy Crush.
as you do this, you can see him get more and more infuriated. And then you actually see Skyy like smiling because he's just like, oh my god. And a loud voice from a guy. He looks we'll say he's in his early 50s. And he doesn't look like he's 50. He looks very well toned, very well sculpted. Um he has a very lean physique. You can see like you can obviously tell that he has gone through dancing or whatever to keep a physique like that. He does not have a body of a 50-year-old riddled with arthritis and you know the beginnings of pain of a ill-managed body. Kind of has a body of a person in his early 30s, late 20s, and he has this essentially the beginnings of age showing on him. Not wrinkles, but very serious, very direct. And he yells out, "Skyy Saxs!" And Skyy like jumps up like a lightning bolt, like, yes, what? And and he looks at him and says, I believe it's your turn. And Skyy looks at Tomie. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. And she's gonna like clap for him.
Alright, Skyy gets up and he's shaking and he's kind of holding himself and he's like, alright, I got this. And steps into the bathroom, changes, and he is in this, let's say, a black leotard. It looks obviously like it's been worn like a few times. And a t-shirt. And you see him like taping it up, you know. And you see as he's like Skyy's getting ready, assuming that you're like sitting in the crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually see like some of the snickers from some of the elites looking on as Skyy obviously doesn't fit this mold. And they're kind of like judging the shit out of what he's wearing. Like the leotard is kind of starting to see through a little bit, seeing, you know, repeated wash and all this stuff. And the slippers aren't clean. It seems like they've been hand-me-downs, and like he's had them for most of his life. And for them to still stand up, it's kind of miraculous. And Skyy would like make his way to the stage. And
Tomie is annoying everybody else in the crowd by being like, "That's my boy," like pointing at him.
and Skyy would move towards the stage and the music would start playing, and Skyy would take a deep breath and I'm going to do some dexterity dance to see if he's able to pull off like 3 rolls to see what happens. To see if Skyy like leaves in tears or if he's like the next, you know, Alvin Ailey. We'll see. Alright, god damn it, Anthony. Stupid character sheet. I apologize, folks. This is like really last minute and it seemed really cool. So, I'm going to say that that is a dexterity of 4 and a dance of 3. No, a dexterity of 5. Sorry. This motherfucker does this, alright? So that's 5 plus 3 is 8, and spending a point of willpower I'm going to say that normally this is not a standard thing, and I'm going to set the difficulty at like 8 and see if he's able to pull it off. All right. Skyy is spending a point of willpower. He's doing it. He is definitely one of the better ones out there, as it seems that he's been set up with like a multitude of other dancers, and it's showing that he actually has the skill, and he's easily outclassing them. But as you can notice, the music, the tempo is starting to increase, and it's starting to if you're not conditioned for this, you would definitely pass out within the first 10 minutes, and they've barely just begun. And for them to start out so strong, probably for the character of Albrecht, for him to maintain for so long is impressive in itself. As you see him start gliding across the floor, and it looks almost seamless. There's really no mistakes in his form, so somewhat. The severe-looking man from before kind of just snaps his fingers at a few individuals in the front, and they're immediately like told to leave and get their things, and it's like really embarrassing as he kind of just walks up to them, like totally interrupting them, hand on shoulder, sorry, we don't need anything else from you today, get your things and leave. And this is like nerve-wracking for any person actually watching this, the amount of pressure that is actually being formulated right now. How does Tomie react to this?
Tomie's not very familiar with dance, so she's like watching really, really intensely. She doesn't really know what makes a good dance, but like you can tell that she's definitely engaged.
Okay. So with that, Skyy, the tempo increases again, and it's calling for more finesse, more grace, right? And clear that. Let's see if what the competition is looking like. It's pretty even. Like nobody of his competition, the 3 that are actually left, nobody has actually failed just yet. Everybody that seems to be still on the same hill.
Is the douchebag from before still up there?
Yeah, the douchebag from before is still up there. It seems like he wasn't talking shit. So he's actually good. Like, and with that, the tempo increases and the difficulty goes from 8 to about 9. And let's see if what happens here. Jesus God.
Tomie is going to use a Forces 2 effect to knock this guy off balance. Not enough to totally knock him on his ass, but just enough to get him off beat. Like she's going to increase the friction between his feet and the ground a little bit so that it's like he's dancing on duct tape.
Oh, wow. And let's get his let me see what Skyy's doing right now, and we'll get back to that. All right. It goes to, amazingly enough, Skyy is keeping rhythm and beat. And it's hard as shit, but he's able to do it. And with 2 successes, there's definitely flaws in his technique, but he definitely has the raw talent. Let's see what happens to the douchebag. All right. We'll say a positive is in Skyy's favor. So he kind of caters full on to his face, like bam. And everybody kind of like there's like people and supporters in the crowd, and they're all like, ooh, shit. And like he tries to jump back up to regain composure, and his nose is bleeding, and everybody's like, holy shit. And like the guy with the very severe, looking face walks over to him and says, "Please stop. You're like bleeding all over the floor." And he's like screaming at him at the top of his lungs, like, "I'm the best of the best. You can't do this to me. I'm legacy. Like, I belong here." And he's like, has tears in his eyes, and it seems like it's like the reality that a person like this could actually fail is like devastating, almost crippling, as he is still told that he has to leave. And he kind of waltzes off, not really waltzes, kind of tries to there's no way for him to like gracefully leave the stage, but he definitely starts screaming at the severe old man with every amount of Vegeta like arrogance. And he is still, he still asks to leave, but there's an adamant discussion as Skyy and the other dancers are still dancing to the music. All right, let's see if how everyone else is doing, since there's 3 left, including Skyy. Let's see what the other guy is, how he's doing. Miraculously, he's keeping up with Skyy, so they're neck and neck. And it seems that they're both sweating, and it's hard, and let's see if Skyy is actually able to, it's starting to wear on his muscles, so I'm gonna roll stamina to see if how much bashing he takes from the abuse he's putting his body through. So I'm going to roll stamina, which is really impressive for this mage. What would be a proper difficulty from this, Shelby?
How long have you been dancing by now?
All his life.
No, I mean like in this specific dance.
We've been going for now, I'm gonna say like an hour.
I'd say 8.
Alright, let's see. Alright, sorry. It seems that Skyy, the fuck is this dude made of? He's still standing and he's like not taking any type of bashing. But does Tomie take care of her body?
What do you mean?
Does Tomie take care of her body? Like, is she athletic?
Oh yeah, she's athletic as fuck.
Alright, so you would know that if somebody is like out of shape, the amount of like stress that Skyy is actually putting on his body, this is getting a bit not concerning, but interesting to say the least. That if you're not prepared for this type of abuse, then you should not be a dancer. And if you had like any idea, to be this dancer, you would have to either be really insane or some type of masochist. As you come to the culmination of it, and it's just Skyy and random NPC. I'm going to set the difficulty at 810.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see what happens to Skyy. And if he's even able to do this. This is the big finale, the culmination. You hear the crescendo, and you can notice that this is the highlight of the performance. And Skyy will be spending a willpower, and my God in heaven, he does it. It is stupendous. Holy shit. And Skyy like glides across the stage, and there's this moment of clarity and zen and like almost completeness as he like lands it. And kind of lands on the trademark, tippy toe, full body extension, and you see all of his muscles flex out, and you kind of see there's like audible gas coming from the crowd, and it seems like somehow Skyy has enraptured all of them. And if they had doubts about him then, like, the naysayers have now officially shut the fuck up and sat down and watched. Like, it's almost breathtaking watching it. Let's see what his competition is doing. Fate dice. It seems that not with the same amount of ferocity as Skyy, but he finishes out clean. It's a clean performance for him. And the severe looking man kind of, and it seems like these are the people that will be doing the final I guess these will be the people that will be doing the final auditions, the people who say if you made it or go the fuck home. For narration purposes, I will say that the man comes up, and because of the point of willpower, I will say that Skyy beats over him by like a hair. But they both aren't sent home. It seems that Skyy got the lead, and if Skyy wasn't able to make it, then random NPC is the understudy. And with that, the auditions are held to a close, and they're both heaving on the steps, and like everybody's clapping at this point. And Skyy is like beaming from ear to ear, and he's giving the credentials and where he's supposed to be, rehearsals, so on and so forth. And he kind of jumps off the stage. He's like covered in sweat, and kind of hugs Tomie like, "Oh my god, I did it!"
She's gonna hug him and jump up and down, be like, that's awesome, but like, we need to get you some new shoes.
Alright.
Alright, I don't know where you shop for this stuff, but like, we're going right now as soon as you're done here.
The severe looking guy is smiling, like assuming that a lot of people had like huge supporters, but noticing that you're the only one that actually came to support him, he's kind of like softened a bit, and he'll walk over and smile and say, Skyy, you'll be here tomorrow we'll be starting rehearsal next week. And Skyy's like, yeah, I'll be here, and definitely really looking forward to being here, and hands him like all the information and credentials and sends him on his way. And I guess with that, let's roll some more stamina to see if like Skyy's even able to walk at this point, if he's going to need help from Tomie. Whoops, wrong dice. Yeah, when he starts, like, he sat down, he's talking to you, and when you see him like get up, he like stumbles. And it's clear that he's pushed himself hard. And let's see if he's noticed. No, it seems that other things are happening, so it's kind of normal. So it's up to Tomie to see what she does.
Well, seeing him stumble, she's definitely gonna reach a hand out. How tall is Skyy?
Skyy is about 5'11".
Tomie is 5'3", so she's definitely going to have a little bit of trouble keeping him on his feet, but she's gonna do her best. Roll strength.
He's gonna take like 2 bashing from all that exertion, and
she's gonna fall over.
All right. As you guys kind of try to make it to the auditorium door, we both kind of collapse on the floor in like fits of laughter. And Skyy's clearly in pain, but it's the endorphins that are keeping him up. And yeah, and we can say that with that, Skyy obviously has to stop. There's like obviously staff there to help people. And he's given some bandages, some water, like a list of like instructions to do so he doesn't like seize up in pain tomorrow. And with that, you see Skyy again after he's been taken by the medics on site to make sure nobody dies on site. You'll see him like covered in like ace bandages and shit. And I guess he hops on the back of Tomie's bike and they go like to get a proper leotard and shit. And new shoes. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a scene for the Mage venue as Skyy lands the role of Albrecht and the opening premiere of Giselle. Thank you, viewers, for watching. It looks like I actually do have a viewer. And thank you, listeners, for listening. This has been a scene for the Mage venue. Good morning, good evening, good night.